Hey all, and welcome back for another paranormal pit stop. Tonight we'll be exploring a 250-acre public park located off Noccalula Road out of Gadsden, Alabama, that shares its moniker with a 90-foot waterfall contained on site, acting as a popular nature venue for locals and tourists alike, and surrounded in a wealth of fables detailing extreme supernatural activity. Are you prepared to brave the ghosts of Noccalula Falls Park and Campground? Historically, Noccalula Falls was initially recognized as Black Creek Falls. However, legend tells that long ago, on a nearby mountain summit, there lived a great chief whose daughter, Noccalula, was known between the tribes for her astounding beauty. It's told that many fought for her hand, but that she eventually fell in love with a young warrior from her own tribe, and when her father promised her to another, that she threw herself from the falls to her death, after which the chief honored her memory by giving the cascade her name. On a side note, in Cherokee tongue, Noccalula translates roughly to place where water thunders, giving this tale quite the poetic finish. In 1845, one Thomas McClung would become the first European to claim ownership over the falls, along with around 40 surrounding acres. In 1859, a man by the name of Faxon would survey the area and would carve his signature behind the waterfall. And in 1870, the property was acquired by George O. Baker, who would go on to purchase additional surrounding acreage. Through the late 19th century, the Gadsden Land and Improvement Company would run a dance hall and bar from the cave behind the waterfall. However, attempts to increase inner surface area by way of dynamite ultimately led to a total collapse of the cavernous space. And in 1909, former Gadsden Mayor Reuben A. Mitchell would purchase 169 acres of local land, which included the falls, with the purpose of creating a city park. Sadly, financial hardships tied to the Great Depression would prevent the city from acquiring the land, and upon Mitchell's death, he would pass the expanse on to his daughter. The city would finally purchase intended park space in 1946. In 1950, they would launch a slew of development and improvement projects. In 1959, additional acreage would be purchased and tagged on to the pre-existing property. And on May 12th of 1976, Noccalula Falls Park would be honored with a spot on the Alabama Register of Landmarks and Heritage. Impressively, the falls themselves have been successfully dropped in whitewater kayaks on numerous occasions, the first being in November of 2011, when 3 whitewater pros fearlessly conquered the plunge. But sadly, local law enforcement has since issued citations for any attempting the same feat, which is actually, ironically, in direct violation of a very old and very serious federal law, which should grant unobstructed access to all navigable waterways. More recently, Noccalula's campgrounds were rated by MSN as the best campsites in the whole of Alabama, in a study that surveyed all 50 states. This breathtaking park expanse remains open into the present, offering a mess of winding trails leading through Black Creek Gorge, past caves, abandoned dams, aboriginal structures, pioneer domiciles, and even carvings and drawings from the Civil War. Noccalula also offers a petting zoo, a mini golf course, a replica 1863 C.P. Huntington trail ride, the Gilliland Reese covered bridge, which was constructed in 1899, and, according to legend, a range of chilling hauntings, with both officials and visitors within its bounds reporting orbs and strange mists in the backgrounds of photography, disembodied footsteps and voices, and the constant feeling of being watched or of being followed by a presence unseen. At the top of the falls sits a 9-foot-tall bronze statue of Noccalula, the young and brave Cherokee woman who gave it all up in the name of love. Her tale isn't dissimilar to Wisconsin's Winona story, or to the fable told in James Fenimore Cooper's The Last of the Mohicans. And while no historical proof of Noccalula's existence has ever been uncovered, the prestigious silhouette atop the cascade, which was created by Suzanne Silacruz and dedicated in September of 1969, holds testament to just how deep this legend's roots go. Many tell the spirit of Noccalula remains through the area and can be seen both in rainbows and in mists from the water, as well as manifesting during moonlit nights, seemingly mourning her lost love. Another tale tells that near the old iron bridge, long ago, a woman and her baby were killed. The baby's body never recovered. Near the crossing, many have described a spectral light believed to be the ghost of the mother with lantern in hand, forever searching for her beloved child, as well as the disembodied cries of a baby heard emanating from the darkness beneath the overpass. One final story tells of a wicked witch who resided somewhere near the falls, deep within the forest, that tormented locals for decades. Some claim this abomination is still lurking about, stalking trails, roaming the shoulders of nearby roadways, ever seeking out her next victim. Thanks for joining us on this Paranormal Pit Stop. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.